Hi everyone, I'm Alex Parker, Chartered Accountant and Business Strategy Coach, here with a new training video. And this time I'm breaking out the flip chart because I want to demonstrate the strategy with some numbers. This is a strategy I learned from Jay Abraham. Jay is very well known, got a great reputation. He's created some phenomenal results across multiple industries. He's someone I really respect, and so I'm very pleased to share this strategy with you. Jay has a multitude of different strategies which I now get to share with my clients and my coaching programs, but this is the most simple yet powerful strategy that I teach, and so I'm delighted to share this with you today. This strategy relies very much on the power of compounding. I think it was Albert Einstein that said the power of compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. Most people finish that quote there, but the full quote is the power of compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it. And so we want to understand the power of compounding and how we can employ that in our business to create exponential growth. To give you an example of how powerful the power of compounding can be, if we take the example of, say, a round of golf, 18 holes, and if you were asked to place a bet 10 cents a hole and were to ask to be double the bet every hole, would you take the bet? Well, 10 cents a hole sounds a very modest investment, but if you do the maths, if we double that 10 cents each hole, by the time we get to the 18th hole, the bet becomes $13,000 for the 18th hole. And if you look at the total bets across the full 18 holes, it's a total of $26,000 just by starting with 10 cents and doubling it each hole. And so it's a very powerful indication of how powerful the effect of compounding can be. And so this strategy relies very much on the power of compounding. So there are three ways to grow a business with this strategy. Increase the number of customers, increase the average transaction value or the price, and increase the frequency of transaction or increase the number of referrals. And so in this example on my first slide on the flip chart, I've got number of customers 1,000, the average transaction value is 100, and the frequency of transaction is 2, giving us a total revenue of 200,000. Now this could be for the business as a whole or each individual product line or service. It works equally as well. And this strategy works equally well for small businesses as do large businesses. This could be a 200,000 business, a 2 million business, a 20 million business. The maths is still the same. But in this example, we're just going to look at this very modest business or product line with 1,000 customers, average price of $100 and the average frequency of 2. And those of you that have read my book may remember this is the strategy I introduce as the 10-10-10 strategy, because I always advocate starting with a 10% increase in each category. Now you might think if we increase 3 categories by 10%, we get a 30% increase in revenue. But you'd be wrong, because the power of compounding gives us a higher level of increase. So if we look, if we have 1,000 customers, we increase that by 10%, we get 1,100. I first of all wrote 1,200, I was getting ahead of myself, that's the next slide. So we get 1,100 by increasing 1,000 by 10%. Similarly, the transaction value of 100 goes to 110, and our frequency of 2 goes to 2.2. And if we do the maths, we end up with 266,200, which is a 33% increase in revenue, not a 30%. And as we go to higher percentages, you'll see that the compounding effect is even more powerful. So if we look at my next illustration, so this is looking at a 20% increase in each category. So now our customers of thousands goes to 1,200, our price of 100 goes to 120, and our frequency of 2 goes to 2.4. So again, if we increase each component part by 20%, you might think, well, 320s are 60. But no, if we do the maths, 1,200 customers buying at $120, 2.4 times a year gives us 345,600, which is a 73% increase, a total increase in revenue. Now you can see the power of compounding really starting to show itself. And I've got one final illustration for you. This is using different percentages. And so in this illustration, I'm using a 25% increase in the number of customers, a 10% very modest increase in price, and a 50% increase in frequency or referrals. And so you'll notice in this illustration, our 1,000 customers becomes 1,250, our price of 100 goes to 110, and our frequency of 2 becomes 3. So again, very achievable, relatively modest. However, in this instance, we've got, 75, 85% if you total them up in terms of percentages, but our percentage increase in total revenue, our 200,000 becomes 412,500, which is a 106,000 increase. So a doubling of revenue just by tweaking 3 component parts of our business. Now I hope you can see how powerful this strategy is. And I always teach, start with the what and why you want to accomplish, the how comes later. But I hope this gives a brief overview of how simple yet powerful this strategy can be. This is one of many different strategies I teach in my books, in my coaching programs. If this resonates with you, if you'd like to know more information, my team will put a link on this page. You can reach out for more information or book a call with me. I'd be delighted to speak with you to see how I might help you in your business. One thing I always say, if you are stuck in your business, if you're feeling stuck and not knowing quite which way to turn, please don't stay stuck. I always say that the cost of inaction is normally far outweighed by the investment required to reach out to a coach to help you become unstuck and move forward to achieve your business goals and objectives. So it doesn't have to be me. I'd be delighted if you want to speak with me about how I can help you, but please don't stay stuck. Please look for resources to help you move forward and design your business, your destiny, to fulfill your goals and objectives. So I hope you find this interesting, of interest, of value. I'm looking forward to hearing how you might employ this strategy in your business. And once again, if you'd be interested in how I might help you implement this strategy and the many other strategies I teach, please click on the link, reach out to me, let's book a call, and let's see how I may best help and serve you with your business needs. As ever, thank you for listening. I hope you found this valuable, and I wish you every success in your business.